How you guys doing today? It's ShaqKicks. Today we have in the studio is not a sneaker unboxing or review. Today I'm gonna review the new software by Apple that was just released today, September 16th. It's iOS 9. So here I have the iPhone 5 and I have the iPhone 6 Plus. And we're gonna look at the new features and new things, and I'm gonna review the speed of the two phones side by side, the iPhone 5 and the iPhone 6 Plus, and see if the iOS 9 is actually a good software to upgrade from iOS 8. Let's unlock the both phones. Two phones unlocked. This is the iPhone 5 and the 6 Plus. So the first thing, as you can see, what's new in iOS 9 is the news app. It's a beautiful new way to stay informed. So let's look at the new news app on both phones. Let's launch news on both phones. Okay, you guys have the new news app where you can view the latest news from around the world. My favorites are basketball, Apple News updates, Bleacher Report, Bloomberg, CNBC, ESPN, Fox News. So it's basically like it says right here, it puts all the stories you like and the articles from a wide range of sources, from top news organizations to indie publications. Stories are chosen for you based on what you like to read, and the more you use news, the better it gets in picking out just what you'll want to see. So that's a cool thing by Apple. So let's close this. Another thing that's new by iOS 9 is the notes. So let's launch notes on both phones. So you have the new features where you can add photos. So let's go to my photo library. Let's add me right there. So you can add pictures to your notes, and also you could, for the first time in iOS 9, you could write anything or draw anything. Same thing right here, and it's going to be side by side with your picture in your notes, which is pretty cool by Apple. So this was a new notes update. So let's move on to the, like it says right here, you could sketch your thoughts, note it with a photo, turn lists into checklists. So it's very organized and very convenient. And we have in the Maps app, we have see, like if you want to see if you have any restaurants nearby or drinks or any stores nearby, and or if you like to travel, services, fun, health, transport, you could choose those categories, which is pretty organized and pretty convenient in my opinion, and pretty cool. So that's what's new in Maps in iOS 9. Let's close this. So Maps has a new transit where you could for people taking public transportation, is very convenient. Like it says right here, nearby, you can look at different categories, just pretty cool. And now, from now on, if you want to use wallet is basically you input your credit card, debit card, your payments, and when you go to the store, you could use Apple Pay. And now, from now on, you could unlock the Apple Pay in the locked position. You double tap the home button to unlock it. Like it says right here, use Apple Pay to securely, easily make purchases with your credit cards, now including Discover. You can access Wallet by double clicking the home button when your iPhone is locked. So that's the new feature in iOS 9. We have the iCloud Drive, which I don't use. Just organizing your files in a convenient place. Let's Let's move on down. For the iPad, since I don't have the iPad, I just have the iPhone, they have the new features, which I don't really care. So you guys have, yeah, that's all iPad. And now when you go to the photos, you could basically now get a photo and just scroll through it, which is pretty convenient. You could just get your finger and scroll all the way through it, which is basically pretty cool. And if you want to view a photo, you could just view it and go like this, flick your finger down, and move on to the whole library of photos, which is pretty cool now. And plus you have a selfie folder if you like to take selfies. You have a little organized folder for all your selfies, panoramas you take, time lapses, screenshots, which is pretty cool because I'm a organized guy, so I like my things in organized fashion. So it's a pretty cool innovation by iOS 9. If your finger down, you have the different Siri. Siri isn't much faster now in iOS 9. It gives you the different suggestions, like the apps that you use regularly, and it puts it in this 4 categories, and you can now choose more easier, like the apps that you use frequently. Siri will give you the 4 categories, you can just click on it really fast, so it's pretty cool. For anything, I'll search for LeBron James. It gives you everything about him in Apple Music, the suggested websites he's on, different links. You could just click on that. You could look at his stats or whatever. If you want to search a restaurant, they'll give you better feed. So it's a new search navigation. It's more easier to search for things. Let's move on. And plus there's a new feature where you could say, "Hey Siri," when the phone is plugged in. And the Siri searches are more intelligent searches, as looking at different weather or sports stats. And plus you could see the different relevant people, places nearby, suggest the apps like I said. When you flick your finger like this, I'll give you the suggestions for the apps I use more frequently. And pretty much, yeah, and plus they have the new even longer battery life. When you go to your settings, you scroll down, battery, you have the new lower power mode, which is basically reducing the power consumption. So it gives you, and plus the iOS 9 gives you 1 more hour of battery life, which is a plus in my opinion. And the updates from now on is going to be like it says right here. The iOS 9 was 1.3 gigabytes, and the iOS 8 took 4.58 gigabytes. So iOS 9 only had 1.3 gigabytes. So now the updates from now on are going to be much smaller. So you don't have to delete your photos to download the latest Apple update, which is a plus in my opinion. And it shows right here also 1 hour of additional time before charging, like I said. And it also says that it's faster and more responsive, which is, we're going to look at it after this. Move on to the speed. Side by side by the Apple iPhone 5 and the Apple iPhone 6 Plus. Let's see if we launch weather in the same time, and let's see which phone is much faster. I forgot to mention another thing, where if you double tap the home button, like if I open the app, like if I open Netflix and I open Instagram right here, I could hit the home button, double click the home button. Now you could have this like 3D view where you could close the applications like this now. So that's a new feature. Click on the website LeBron James. You have this new tab right here. It says back to search, so you could go back to your last tab that you looked at it, so it's much faster. View the speed. Let's click on weather in the same time. Let's see which one's faster. So you can see that 6 Plus loaded the weather app much faster than the iPhone 3. Let's see which one does it fast. So you can see the 6 Plus loads the website much faster. Let's try Google. Here we go. As you can see, the iPhone 5 is much faster in this loading this website, Google, than the 6 Plus. A game. So I'm gonna load Ballsy Dokkan Battle, the app, and Kingdom Rush. Which one's faster? Let's go. As you can see, the 6 Plus was much faster than the iPhone 5 on this particular games. I don't know about other games. Just my little review about the iOS 9, this new software iOS 9, and this new iOS 9 also offers for the Apple Pro that just was announced in a conference last week. I think Steve Jobs would be very disappointed on how Apple progressed today, because iPad Pro was just announced last week, and they talked about this new Apple Pencil that comes with the iPad Pro, which is pretty stupid in my opinion, because if you look back in 2007 when Steve Jobs announced the first iPhone, Steve Jobs said that the stylus is actually very stupid because it will... Let me just show you the video of what he meant.
How are we going to communicate this? We don't want to carry around a mouse, right? So what are we going to do? Oh, a stylus, right? We're going to use a stylus. No. No. Who wants a stylus? You have to get them and put them away and you lose them. Yuck. Nobody wants a stylus. So let's not use a stylus.
My quick review of iOS 9. It's not really a big change from iOS 8. So yeah, hope you guys like my first Apple software review on my channel, and I hope you guys sub, like, comment, and share this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.